Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alright, continue with the binomial subtopic, which is you have the mean and variance of the binomial distribution. If you can remember from the last week class, the parameter for binomial is x follows binomial. The parameter will be n and p. N is total number of trials or total number of objects that you have. P is the probability of the success event. So if the question asks you to find the mean and variance from the binomial distribution, you will use these two formula, which is mean is equivalent to NP and the variance is equivalent to NPQ. Okay, look at example number 6 in your workbook. If the probability that a new employee in a garbage disposal company is still working with the company after 1 year is 0.45, what is the probability that out of 10 newly hired people, 7 will still be with the company after 1 year? So this is continue from the binomial method that you have learned last week. So always define the random variable x first. X here is number of employees still working with the company, and then x follows binomial with n is 10 and your probability of success event is 0.45. 7 will still be with the company, meaning that if you symbolize this one, that one will be px is equal to 7. So just substitute into the binomial formula. 10 C7, 0.45 power of 7 and 0.55 power of 3. Then you have the answer 0.0746. And then part B, 7 or more will still be with the company after 1 year. So how can you symbolize that one? Px is more or equivalent to 7. So this one direct using binomial table. So you will have the answer 0.1020. Alright, look at the last one. This is the one that I want to stress on for this subtopic, which is what is the expected number of newly hired people that will leave the company after 1 year. So the keyword is expected number and also leave the company after 1 year. Expected number is also equivalent to the mean or the average. So the formula for the mean just now is equivalent to NP. But your P here is referring to the people who leave the company. So leave the company, the probability is 0.55. So the answer for the expected number of newly hired people that will leave the company is 5.5 people. And then let's say the question asks for the variance. So just use the variance formula, NPQ. So substitute into this formula, 10 times 0.55, the P and the Q is 0.45. Then your answer will be 2.475. If the question asks for the standard deviation, just square root of the variance, answer. Okay, that's how you use the formula of mean and variance from the binomial distribution. Okay, look at example number 7. This is another pattern of the question. The results of an experiment show that the discrete random variable x has a binomial probability distribution with mean 1.2 and variance 1.18. Calculate px equal to 1, correct to 4 decimal places number. Okay, so you are given these two information, which is the mean and also the variance. So you know that the mean formula is NP, which is equivalent to 1.2. And the variance formula is NPQ, which is equivalent to 1.18. So let's say this is your first equation and then this is your second equation. So you have to find all the unknown NP and Q. So NP here, you have the value which is 1.2. So just substitute 1.2. Q is equal to 1.18. So you can find Q, rearrange the equation. 1.18 divided by 1.2 is 59 over 60. So once you get your Q value, you can have the P. Because P plus Q must be equivalent to 1. So your P here will be 1 over 60. Then at last find the N value. From the first equation, you have the equation NP equal to 1.2. So just substitute P with 1 over 60. Then your N will be 72. So this is the three value that you have to find first. Then move to the question. Question asks probability x is equivalent to 1. So just substitute into the binomial formula. 72C1, p power of 1, q power of n minus 1. So you have the answer 0.3639.